got faith by my side. I'm coming through.
Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have another cleaning video for you. Today I was feeling cozy and I just wanted to relax a little bit, so I put on my cozy dress and I am just gonna do some very laid back cleaning today. I'm gonna do a little bit of deep cleaning in my room and tackle an area I haven't gotten to in a while. We are just gonna tidy up. I'm gonna wash my bedding and I'm gonna tidy up the kids' rooms just a little bit. But first thing we're gonna do is start a crock pot. I had a pork roast and I was thinking of making some green chili, so I love to put something in the crock pot if I can. That way dinner is cooking all day, and when I'm done cleaning, it's halfway done and I can just come in and finish it up.
Feel this beat on my ride. No worries no more, no. Here's your bitter goodbye. Let go. Feel the speed on my ride. Let go.
So after I got the crock pot going, I did make the kids breakfast. The kids and Nico, I made bacon and eggs and all that. But I know I always make the same breakfast, so I didn't want to bore you guys with the same old breakfast. So I did make breakfast, and now I'm moving on to my master bedroom. I decided to come in here and there was some stuff I wanted to take care of, and I did need to get my sheets done. So I wanted to make sure I got my sheets in nice and early so that they would have plenty of time to wash and dry. So recently, because Walmart had stopped selling Charlie's soap in store at my store, I had switched to this all detergent. And I've done this before where I've switched laundry soaps and Nico has a reaction to it. I think it's has to do with him like working in the heat and then sweating any residual, like I don't know what it is in the chemicals that irritates him. But something does, and then all of a sudden he'll like start breaking out on his arms, and I totally forgot that that happens to him. But I just got reminded the other day, and I looked at him and I was like, oh shoot, I just switched laundry detergent again. And so I did purchase some more Charlie's soap online, and I'm gonna wash his work clothes in it. But do you guys have any laundry detergents that you like? Anything that's for sensitive skin that you like? Because I thought the all free and clear would be okay, but it still causes some issues. And then I just got these clothes folded. These were from a couple small loads. One small load of our pool clothes, and then one small load of just some random things that I had in the laundry room.
All the suffering and pain got me feeling so blue. 'Cause when it was us, I was never enough.
Help!
Oh, let me see. Wow, that's so nice.
I'm putting it right here. You have it.
Thank you.
Girl, you got me thinking I was messed up.
So while I was in here washing my sheets, I figured I might as well just do a quick wipe down, and then I could vacuum in here as well. And so I was wiping everything down and dusting. But then, of course, I came across an area that I have been looking at for a long time, and I've wanted to clean, but I just was kind of putting it off, and that is the little workout area where we store our weights. It's been a while since I've moved that stuff and vacuumed and dusted, so I really needed to do that. And I kind of like, if something's gonna be hard to do, or it's gonna be like harder than normal or take longer than normal, I need like a dedicated time to do it. And so when I would come in here for a regular bedroom clean, I would just put it off and be like, well, no, not today. You know, it's not the dedicated day to do that. I know is weird, but today was the day. Today was the day I decided to dedicate to cleaning that area. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over there and move all the weights out, and I'm finally gonna dust and vacuum and clean the baseboards. I don't know how long it's been since I've dusted and vacuumed over there.
Was messed up, pushing me down instead of pulling me up. So tell me what I'm supposed to do just to be alright. Girl, you got me thinking I was messed up, yeah.
So this is the weight area, and as you can see, it's extremely dusty. So I moved everything out, took all the weights off. We're gonna dust, and then I'm actually gonna declutter this spot just a little bit. There's a few things that we haven't used in a while, and so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of those.
Come out and play. It's Saturday, and I promise I'll love you much better now. The sour taste will wash away, 'cause I promise I'm better.
So it has been a little while since we had a heart-to-heart, and I wanted to share with you guys something personal to me, something that I'm a little nervous to share. I hope that I don't offend anybody. I know that it's kind of controversial. So 1 year ago, I decided to quit drinking. I just passed the 1 year anniversary, and so I thought it was a good time to mention it. I wasn't an alcoholic, not that there's any shade or anything wrong if you do struggle with that, but I was a social drinker, and as I've gotten older, I have noticed a few things about alcohol that I don't really like. I didn't like that when I would drink, I would feel kind of down or depressed for a few days afterward. I would feel unmotivated and like I didn't have a lot of direction. And then when I would go a couple weeks without it, I would feel great again, only to feel that low feeling again when I would drink. And then I also didn't like that I associated alcohol with fun. I wanted to have fun without it. I wanted to be me all the time and not have it altering my thinking. Just be like sober-minded. I just want to share because I know I struggled to finally make the decision for a while. I wanted to quit, but I had so much outside input saying that it was fine. All of our music, all of our commercials, and culturally, every special moment includes a drink to celebrate. Inside, I felt it was wrong for me, but outwardly, there was a lot of conflicting opinions and influence, and I just want to share for anyone else out there who struggles, who wants to be sober, who thinks they notice certain negative side effects when drinking. I do as well, and I'm happy to say that cutting it out has helped our family, helped me, and I have less ups and downs in my mood and attitude and probably my health. Socially, as time has gone on, it's easier now to say, no, thank you. No, I don't want to drink in social situations because I feel like in the beginning, you feel kind of bad to be one of the only people not drinking. You don't want people to think you're judging them because they're drinking and you're not. But all that to say, it has been one of the best decisions I've ever made. If you feel anything like I did, I want to be your advocate who tells you that you can do it. Life is still fun without it, and I never think, if only I had a drink right now, this would be better. So if you do drink and it doesn't bring you down like it does me, I would still hang out with you and have fun while you sipped your wine or your Smirnoff or whatever, and me, my lemonade. There is no shade, no judgment. I just want to help people who feel like me, since I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Won't you love me? Won't you love me? Love me like yesterday. Don't you feel it? How it feels, babe. Won't you love me the old kind of new way? Love me like yesterday. I'm sure messed up, not once or twice, but every time you thought that we did alright. But I thought it through, and I'm missing you, and I promise I'm better.
So I was just vacuuming after getting all the dusting done and getting everything put back. And I don't know if you guys had noticed, I did take my shark vacuum out of here. The shark vacuum was actually given to me by a neighbor, and I have just never used it. I think I've used it maybe 3 times. For one, I never remember to use it, and then for 2, I feel like my house is kind of small, like in the living area, and it's just awkwardly cluttered in a way that the shark just didn't work very well, and I feel like it never mapped my house out correctly, and so I didn't love it. So I did end up getting rid of the shark, and it was just nice to free up some space there because it was basically just clutter. It was just an ornament in the room. So next, I'm going to do a quick wipe down of the TV and my mirror in the room. We actually had just got that mirror put in here. We've been needing one for a while. The last one we had actually got broken, and so it's been a while since we've had a mirror. And then after I clean the mirror, then I'm going to put my bed back together.
Look into your eyes. Look into your eyes. No longer mine. No, you're no longer mine. Silence will in silence will This is the night. No, you and I. This is the night. Look for the light. Roses like ice. Got me frozen like ice. I can't back down. No, I never back down. This is the night. No, you and I. This is the night. Look for the light. Sorrow so kind.
Now we are moving on to the rest of the house. I wanted to get a load of laundry started. I'm not the best at laundry. I'm trying to get better at it, but it's just something that always seems to fall to the wayside. And before I know it, I have 2-3 loads of laundry that need to be done. So I needed to get a load of laundry started, and then I wanted to move into the kids' rooms and tidy and vacuum. Earlier, I did empty out the vacuum before I started my bedroom. So we're gonna get to see all the dust that I pull from the whole entire house. It always amazes me. There's always so much dust. So since I did Matt's bedroom, it has been pretty easy to clean. I come in here if it's messy, and it takes me like 5 minutes to tidy everything up. And so that has been so nice. And I feel like the kids have been coming in here more and reading. Something about everything just being clean and somewhat organized. It's more inviting for them, I guess, but they come in here more and get books and read. And Matt has really been loving reading at bedtime. He loves a good bedtime story, and he's just been doing so good, sleeping in his room. He doesn't come into my room anymore. He does sleep through the night in his own bed, and so he's growing up. But I will say it has been really nice, him not coming into our bed and us getting, a foot to the face or an elbow to the throat.
Looking back at the good times before it all went down.
So now that I'm done with Matt's room, I'm gonna move down to the girls' room. And the girls' room was actually pretty tidy. They've been doing a really great job since we came in here and decluttered and reorganized everything. They've been doing a really good job making their beds every day and just keeping it nice and tidy, and so I really appreciate that. So we are gonna do a quick vacuum in here and then we will move on to the living room. Okay guys, here's the disgusting reveal of the dirt I collected from the whole house. Super gross, but happy to have it out of the carpets and in the trash.
Oh, what a hopeless place that we're in. But I'm your liability. I know you are my liability. Yeah, I know you are my liability. Oh, what a hopeless case we could be. Yeah. Oh, what a hopeless place that we're in. But I'm your liability.
So now that I was done with some of the house cleaning, I wanted to come into the kitchen, tackle these dishes. These were the dishes from throughout the day, so I'm gonna get these done and then I'm gonna finish up dinner. Do any of you out there also rinse your dishes? I know we see all those commercials that no need to rinse your dishes, just stick them in the dishwasher. But I am definitely in the camp of like washing, kind of rinsing the food off the dishes before I put them in the dishwasher. Are any of you guys like that? I don't know if I've ever just put completely dirty dishes in there and even tested to see if my dishwasher would clean them. It's just a habit that me and my husband have to get majority of the food off and then stick them in there. So I don't know, am I the only one?
I think it's over now when I look into your eyes. Another night and I'm giving in to your own mind. But it's fine, 'cause I kinda like your lies. They are leading me into the night.
So I had to stop my voiceover for just a bit to give the kids a bath and get them ready for bed. One thing Matt does, and it's my fault, he comes up to me and he'll be like smelling himself and he'll tell me like, oh, I stink. I want to take a bath. And it's something that like I've done, you know, when they're little, you'll tell them like, oh, like that shirt's stinky. Like we don't want to wear that, you know? And so now he'll smell stuff and he tells me everything's stinky, but he'll smell himself, like his little arms, and he'll say he stinks. But it's so funny. And then another thing recently, he kept calling me mom. You know how it is, your kids, mom. And one day I was like, mom's not here. Don't call me mom. And he was like, Diana. But I thought it was so funny. I'm like, little stinker, I didn't even know you knew my name. To finish my green chili, I removed my meat and veggies from the pot, and then I added as much broth from the crock pot as I could into my grease strainer. The only thing that could make it better is if this was made out of glass, but I do have my eye on a cool glass one on Amazon that has a button and a bottom release function that I'm going to get here soon. But I poured my broth into a small pot with the veggies, and I used my immersion blender to blend those up and thicken my sauce a little. Then I added a little bit of green hot sauce just because, and some sour cream. And I do like to temper my sour cream or bring the temperature up just a little bit so my sour cream doesn't clump or curdle. And then I added in all my meat. And that's it. And I served this green chili over some white rice, and I added some mixed vegetables on the side, a little sour cream and avocado. So that is going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Drop me a like or subscribe if you're new. I would love to have you, and I will catch you guys back here next week.